Bismillah. Out of man, out of him. You rock with me, you know what this means. In the name of God, the gracious, the merciful, the beneficent. Oh, I don't think I didn't hit the live junk on the other junk. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all's day. Make the best out of y'all day. Try to. I hope you learned something today. Uh, Give me a second. I might gotta repeat this and that. I don't know. Give me a second. Jump over this. Bismillah. Adaman. Adim. Alright. Once again, I hope y'all enjoyed y'all's day. Try to make the best out of y'all day. Hope you learned something. You should do that every day. You should be trying to learn something. You know, don't let a day go by without learning something. You are what's the word I'm looking for? You like receivers. You're always picking up something, rather good or bad. You know what I mean? But every day you should be learning something. Where yeah, you like I was gonna say before I thought about it, I was gonna say like you electrical beings, but you spiritual beings. You know what I mean? With sort of the same thing. You like a receiver though. You know what I mean? All day you picking up on frequencies. Good frequency, bad frequency. You're looking at something, you listen to something that's this and that. Where from a little kid, you see how little kids be this and that, from what they be like around or whatever. Some be picking up bad frequency, they get to tripping, and sometimes y'all might spoil them. Or this and that, and then you wonder why like the kids get to tripping this and that because you spoiled them. They picked up a bad frequency. Where even little children able to they even if they don't understand like they included too and like learning something because you learn something every day. Where little children learn. You put the kid in an environment, you see them acting a little crazy. They learning crazy things really fast. Once they get in public and get around school or something. And the rest of the people, they be like, damn, little dude tripping. What's wrong with little dude? Oh, he do that every day at home. He ain't tripping. That's what you see the other people doing. He's snapping out like the rest of people snapping out. It's normal to him. Versus some kids who you see like be kind of shy, quiet, chill. You know what I mean? Like, they picking up like, alright, that's what's up, bro. Yeah. Do that make sense? Any one of y'all got children? Y'all see other people with children? Like some a lot of y'all they don't be in the same junk. Like some like especially like if you from the hood versus like children like in the suburb or something. Like they don't even watch the same TV shows. Like a lot of that like art people be having. You know, we might in the hood kids might see people arguing this and that, and they see that too sometimes. Like in like some of my in the upper class environments too, because they be arguing and stuff too. They just do a good job at covering it up a little bit, but they be arguing and stuff too. But they keep it kind of more away from them. You know what I mean? But they look my little Caucasian brothers be snapping out too. The word, they be having their little fits and stuff too. Word. All right, what's up? What's up, Juice? What's up? But look, yeah, you can tell like children who be picking up like learning stuff because even make a long story short, the reason I'm talking, I was saying y'all should be learning something every day because you're learning something one way or another. You're always picking up frequencies, something you're looking at on TV, the internet, or something that's around wherever you at. You picking up a frequency. I'm doing all right. How you doing, Juice? Well, yeah, you're picking up a frequency one way or another. You know what I mean? And but even the little children be picking up frequencies. You'll see them snapping out like, damn, little dude trip or shorty, she got an attitude. She acting just like her mom. Word. Yeah, you ever see a woman? Oh, forgive me. Don't nobody take this the wrong way because I'm just speaking and this and that. But you'll see like a daughter act just like her mom. Like if she got an attitude, like the daughter got an attitude. I'm talking about a mean attitude. Or that's where she get the jump from. But she picked up on something. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, let me keep it going because I ain't trying to this and that. I done lost two people. All right, I'm sorry. I lost like and everything. Damn. I got 2 people back. I still lost a like though. But this is what I'm trying to say, man. All y'all who watching right now, hit that like button. And hit that subscribe button. Stop BSing me. 7 people watching. Y'all should have 7 likes. Hit it right now. Don't. But listen, I lost 5 people just like that. Damn. Well, hit the like button. Damn. Listen, man. Y'all, word. Help a brother out. Donate a penny or 20. I got that from OG Percy. Show no mercy. But let me start making jokes. I don't think I'm that funny. But seriously, learn. I hope y'all learn something every day though. Alright, you should be. What I got, where I'm going to, I don't know. I really don't ever have a whole lot planned. I wasn't planning on being on it actually. I was just gonna take a little nap and figure this thing out. See what's going on for tomorrow. But yeah, every day I go, y'all should be learning something. I mess with these jumps. I ain't been on these jumps. These jumps 5, bro. I think I'm supposed to box, my boy. Can't be buying them all the time. Them jumps cost. But seriously though, I bear with me. I should have waited to get the can. Jump down though. I do hope y'all learn something. Every day, you should be. What should you learn? Well, who you are. That's one thing that's good to know. What you mean by that? Talking about that name change thing again? Not just that, man. I don't know if y'all tune in, but lately, like the last few days, I've been on this like for a while. People see my name Rashada. Listen, my whole name is like my old name, birth name on my ID is Devontae Rashard Farmer. Alright? Farmer. Like that name come from like my mom's dad, and like dude was kinda adopted. You know what I mean? Like he was adopted, so Farmer really ain't our last name anyway. But it is though. But it's through adoption. You see what I'm saying? Like only a few of us got that. Like me, my sister, my mom, and like my uncle and my grandma. They the only one that got the last name Farmer. But that's like because of my granddad. But dude, his last name really ain't Farmer though. You know what I mean? So, right. But Devontae, if any one of y'all got the name similar to Devontae, that name come from like a rap group or a singing group, like an R&B group, 90s, like Jodeci and them. Any one of y'all got the name Devontae, Casey, or JoJo, your mom, 9 times out of 10, your mom then named you after Jodeci and them, or Jodeci, word, it's general. You got a name Devontae, Casey, or Jodeci, JoJo, whatever, your mom named you after like them Jodeci people from that R&B group. Yes, no, I'm 31. So if you my age, or a little bit older, and you got a name Devontae, Casey, or Jodeci, or JoJo, damn it, your mom named you after Jodeci and them, cause that's damn sure where my name comes from. I think it was a dude in the Jodeci group named Devontae Swing or something, Devontae Sway or something. I don't know, but I know my mom like dude though. She damn sure named me after dude. Word, this and that. But that ain't who I am though. I ain't no singer. Y'all ain't never heard me singing, my nigga. I ain't no singer. That ain't me. You see what I'm saying? I know you know people get names or whatever y'all name y'all church. Y'all got the right to name y'all church whenever y'all want. So I'm just saying. The old name, bro. The reason I'm saying this is Rashad. My middle name is Rashad. Devontae and Farmer really ain't got no meaning, but Rashad do. Y'all see my name, Rashada? It's Rashad with the A. Alright, the word Rashad is an Arabic name. What blew me is one day I went to the doctor. Like I had I'm gonna get checked for my tooth or something. It's like last year or something. I went to the doctor, you hear me? And it was like this African woman. Like, word, Shorty was alright. I ain't gonna flash you. This kind of, it ain't the right time to do this and that, because I'm there to get you know what I mean? My junk messed up a little bit, so I ain't trying to spit game. But Shorty was kind of coming on to me, though. She was alright, too. I ain't gonna flash you. I ain't gonna flash you. Word. But the African Joe was coming on to me. But listen, though, this what threw me out. Shorty asked me, she said, what's your name? I said, Devontae, Rashad Farmer. She said, you Muslim? I said, why you say that? Cause ain't no one ever. She said, you Muslim? I said, why you say that? She said, your name Rashad. She said, that's a Muslim name. I said, oh, that ain't never crossed my mind, bro. I ain't never think about it. Word. I went and looked up what Rashad mean. I said, that's what's up. Word. Crazy that stuff be lining up sometimes. But word, I want to look up what Rashad mean. The name mean in Arabic, rightly guided. It's a Rashad is the English word for Rashad. Rashad is the English word for Rashada. Or it's Rashada was the whole name. You know, if when you go certain other place, like the name gets short. You know what I mean? Like in different places, like the name will be long. Like the name, they add something, take something away from it. You know what I mean? If that you know, like where. Word, but usually they add someone, take something away from the name. But you know what I mean? That jump come from that though, Rashada. The name was already right there. It was my middle name. And that name is. I know my mom. She ain't think nothing about that when she put the middle name right there. But the name is exactly suitable, and it's rightly for the person. Or the name Rashad means rightly guided, or rightly guided one. Like word. That's a well-suited name. Israel. I could explain. I wasn't trying to make this about the name change. Why am I talking about the name? You got the same hat, my dude. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, right. That's good. But why am I talking about this? I said something about the name or whatever. Oh yeah, to know who you are. Yeah. Or it's good. You should learn something every day. You know what I mean? What should you learn to know who you are? Alright. I stopped talking about the name thing. I started this and that. Y'all see my name? Not just about the name, but to know who you are, man. To know your inside and outs. Sometimes you gotta be alone for a moment or two. You know what I mean? Like ain't no one around. You gotta know who you are. Understand yourself. Well, what caused you to smoke? What caused you to drink? What caused you to think that way? This and that. There ain't no distraction. You ain't always gonna be music around. Sometimes you gotta understand yourself. You know what I mean? If you wanna know about yourself deep enough. Many people that don't even cross their mind. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, Juice. But that's what you gotta do. GTGBRB. What that mean? What's that? GTG. Gotta go. Be right back. Okay. That's what I'm thinking that means. But anyway. Alright, get to know who you are, man. You know what I mean? Alright, that's one thing you should work on knowing. Should learn to know every day. And know who you are. That's supreme too. To know who you are. Who you come from. You come from the creator of the world. You made in his image. Like where many people powerful beyond measure if they can focus hard enough. Yeah, I figured that in me. I gotta go. Be right back. Many people powerful beyond measure and really don't know it. They never really get to understand who they are, or even figure out who they are. Or that's something you should want to know. If that strikes something interesting, you know what I mean? Having money, going places, doing things. These things don't define the person. In fact, anyone of y'all got a Bible? I keep one pretty close. I want to finish eating this candy. Alright. I ain't gonna that's on back. Any one of y'all got a Bible? If you do, what about it? Let me think. Well, I was out picking up the Bible anyway. Go to Ecclesiastes. Give me a second. Any one of y'all got a Bible? Get your Bible. Go to Ecclesiastes. What chapter? Ecclesiastes chapter 2, I believe. Let me see. Is that the right thing? Let me get it. Yeah, go get your Bible, man. Get your Bible. I'm still trying to make sure I'm looking at the right thing. I want to read the wrong thing to y'all. Right. Wouldn't that be this and that? But I think it is what I'm looking for. Ecclesiastes chapter 2 is what I believe. People like to have things and do things. Y'all rocking with me? Okay, you got yours at the top of the shelf. My boy, you should have had it close. I'm messing with y'all. As long as you got it, that's what's up. Keep it close to you, man. Alright. Good to open up and keep it close. I keep my Bible close to me. I know my Bible. I know. I used to keep the Bible on me. Well, I always keep the Bible on me. Like, where, this and that. But that's more valuable to me than the money. Where, you see what I know? I know a lot of friends who got money. They got a lot of money. I've been around people I got no business being around. You listen? I've been around people I got no business being around. Word, they way out of my league. I ain't talking about my friends in VA. Alright? We the same. You know what I mean? Might got a little more change or whatever, but we the same. Come from the same place. You hear me? I'm talking about people in different states, my boy. I ain't got no business being around these people. Alright, what you doing around them? It's something that they can see inside of the person. People who got money, they see people who are around them. They know the people who are around them because of what they got. They also know the people who are around them who don't care about what they got. They see their heart. They know the type people. They're not with me for the money. Where they easily can see that. You understand that? I be around people, bro, but they got money. You know what I mean? And people, they talk about money. I could be around you all day. I ain't gotta talk about money with you. I can have way more money than you, and you'll never even know it. And I ain't gotta talk about it. Now I pull up in an old car. I rock old clothes. You might have some brand new clothes on, and you might got like a few $100 in your pocket. And guaranteed, I might pull out more money than you. And he be like, damn, the hell? Yeah, you talk about this and that. It don't mean nothing to me. Especially when you're used to having stuff. You see what I'm saying? If you're not used to having stuff, then it's something. It's like people be at work talking about, yeah, man, I got 50 hours, 60 hours, bro. You're only getting about 1,200, 1,300 for the week. That's what's up. Word. That's what's up. You can get that in like 10 minutes. Word. We talking about. Word. Get that in like 10 minutes. You know what I mean? That's what's up. I ain't knocking you or nothing, but that ain't nothing you know what I mean? But this, even having stuff, bro, to have stuff or not have it, it's all one and the same. What you mean? You can do a whole lot of stuff when you got stuff, and you ain't got it, you can't do a whole bunch of stuff. That's not the same, bro. What I mean is, it don't change like who a person is. If a person like really being them, you the same person whether you got it or you don't got it. People can see that. You know what I mean? It's cool. It got its moments. You know what I mean? Anybody who knows like to have stuff, having it alright, but to not have it, like, Alright too. You understand? You ain't caught up in things or whatever. But yeah, I've been around people who I ain't got no business being around. But they like me, they respect me. You know what I mean? Because some people not all about money. You know what I mean? You ever got friends around you or somebody around you that ain't dead? They don't want nothing from you. You know what I mean? Like you could really rock with them because they don't want nothing from you, bro. You know what I mean? Like I can mess with you. You know what I mean? Like word, because it ain't about the money. You ain't just here just to holler at me. You know what I mean? Like word, bro. People will see that. That'll get you in the door. But anyway, that's what got me in the door. Same way I got in the door, same way I walked out, being me. That's why I'm still here. I ain't gotta do 10 years, 15 years, 20 years sitting in jail. Many of my partners and stuff, they did a lot of jail time. Now I've been shot and went through a few things and this and that, and suffered a few losses. You know, you mess around, you play with fire, you're gonna get burnt. Ain't no way around it. Some way, some type, shape, or fashion. Yes, no. What you mean, play with fire? You do stuff you ain't got no business doing. I still know that now. To some degree, word. You know what I mean? That's just the truth of it. But anyway, it's good to be you. Being you will get you where you need to get to, and also it'll help you slide out of places where you don't really need to be at. If you get to where you think you need to get to. You know what I mean? Sometimes we might get somewhere and in a world where we really ain't got no business being anyway. If that makes sense to any one of y'all. You gotta know what I'm saying to understand that more. But doing things, having things, at the end of the day, that's not all that, bro. From a man who had a lot of things, Ecclesiastes chapter 2, that's the whole reason why I went to the Bible. I'm sorry. I ain't get to read. I got to talking. Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 1, Brother Solomon said, pleasures are meaningless. Brother Solomon said, I said to myself, come now, I will test you with pleasures to find out what is good. But that also proved to be meaningless. Laughter, I said, is madness. And what does pleasure accomplish? I tried to cheer myself with wine and embracing folly. My mind still guided me with wisdom. You know, if you got wisdom in your mind to some degree, even if you get hired up, the wisdom that's in your mind still overrule what you're doing, letting you know what's right from wrong. Correct? Even in the intoxicated state, the wisdom that word is wisdom from the Lord. You know what I mean? Still overrule your mind. Yes, no? Anyone know what I'm talking or saying? Doing things. Word. You could be doing, I'm telling you, listen. I tried embracing myself with wine and embracing folly. With my mind still guiding me with wisdom, I wanted to see what was good for people to do under the heavens during a few days of their lives. I undertook great projects. I built houses for myself. Solomon said, I built houses. I built houses. I did this. I did that. And planted vineyards. I made gardens and parks and planted all kinds of trees, fruit trees in them. I made reservoirs to water groves of flourishing trees. I brought male and female slaves and had other slaves who were born in my house. I also own more herds and flocks than anyone in Jerusalem before me. I amassed silver and gold for myself and the treasures of kings and provinces. I acquired male and female singers and a harem as well. The delights of a man's heart. I became greater by far than anyone in Jerusalem before me. And all this, my wisdom stayed with me. I denied myself nothing my eyes desired. I refused my heart no pleasure. Solomon said I did everything I wanted to do. My heart took delight in all my labor, and this was the reward for all my toil. Yet, when I surveyed all that my hands had done and what I had told to achieve, everything was meaningless, a chasing after the wind. Nothing was gained under the sun. Solomon said, I did all this. Coming from a man, many people, you know what it's like to ever accomplish what you want to do? Say that one more time. Do you know what it's like to ever accomplish what you wanted to do? Imagine accomplishing what you ever wanted to accomplish. Then what? Many people can't escape the reality of getting to the next step. Imagine getting there. You want to be 100 millionaires? Okay. So you get the 100 million. Then what? What's the next step? Alright. After that, you made the 100 million. So what? What's the next step? Alright. At the end of the day, alright. You see what I'm saying? Many people, I know it. I know what you're thinking. What you mean? So like, get this 100 million, I'm gonna do this and do that. Yeah, bro. You get, like I say, once you do everything, what's the next step? If you ain't really rooted and knowing who you are, having things really don't mean nothing. Because you can have things, those things don't really not gonna feel you at the end of the day. You can do anything you want to do. You ever see people take vacations? I feel sorry for people who sometimes, because I know what it's like to try to escape or even deal with loneliness, this and that. You know what I mean? Or it's something that the people not really happy with. You can't really take a vacation and sites and this and that and get away from things. You know what I mean? But many people, they have vacation, bro. They take many vacations. You ever see people? Why do you think they always gone? Why? They trying to always keep busy, this and that. You know what I mean? Like, you can do that, but you really gotta deal with reality. Nothing wrong with having fun and going out and enjoying life or whatever. I'm just saying, bro. Many people that it ain't gonna really feel nothing, if that makes sense to you. You know what I mean? Because I know people who do that. They always gone. It's something that's they're not really good with, like being alone or something. You know what I mean? Or this and that. You gotta deal with reality sometimes. Or sometimes that's just what it is. Or you can be out and do this and do that. It's like there's many different situations I can name or point out or whatever. You know what I mean? But most of the stuff people do, as far as like want to do a lot of great things, having things, at the end of the day, bro, if a person ever really get to do a lot of great things, if your heart not really, if that's all like a person thinking about, you know what I mean, like they're gonna be disappointed. You know what I mean? Because that's why you'll see people even as they doing things. You ever see someone like a boss or somebody who not happy because they the boss? Do I got a witness? Do I got somebody that agree? You ever see a boss or someone who over the people and they got a hot position yet they not happy? How come they not happy? Look at the people. You ever see what y'all like music? Y'all like movies or whatever? Y'all see the people? You see the people like, I know they paint a picture of a perfect life or whatever, this and that, but you'll see like the people though, you know what I mean? Like something be wrong if you really look at them, you know what I mean? Without the special effects and this and that. Even regular people, bro. Even regular people close to you, around you, you know what I mean? Some of y'all, a lot of dudes like, I could name that situation or yeah, I guess that would fit in. Like y'all might understand like what relationships or something. Like people who it be people, bro, even though they might look like they got this or got that, even they might not be like happy in a situation. You know what I mean? Like, especially like in a relationship or something. Like, where people, I don't know what people are this and that, but, alright. But you'll see it. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't trying to really pinpoint a situation. So might as well think this and that, because I ain't trying to. But you know what I mean? Like, where, but, doing things and having things, really ain't gonna satisfy a person at the end of the day. Be you know what I mean? It's people who be doing these things, who do this. You know what I mean? And they not really happy. They got this and got that. They do this and do that. You know what I mean? But there's some people like the most people can get out of it is like being occupied. You know what I mean? Like, and once like the occupied like reaches limit. You know what I mean? Like, even with that, the junk start to run its course. You know what I mean? Or you really just keep on chasing it, like, or being occupied all the time. But it's good to know who you are and whose you are. Nothing wrong with doing things like where Solomon was doing a whole bunch of stuff, this and that. At the end of the day, it was meaningless stuff. You know what I mean? It was truth of the matter. You ain't gotta do a lot of things, this and that. But that's what it's like, as far as trying to do a lot of things and have things. Or if you ever get to do a lot of great things, this and that, as far as like in the world, building stuff and accomplishing this, accomplishing that, bro, it's really nothing at the end of the day, especially as far as in the world. The only things that really mean stuff and really got a strong feeling and a good feeling is things you do for the Lord, helping people. Yeah, I can build thousands of houses, I can make all the damn money I want to make. I can have all the females I want to have, this and that, and do a lot of great things, and that's going to benefit me. Them things really don't, they don't mean nothing, bro. The only thing that would mean something's going to last and really got a strong effect is what you do for other people. True. Truly. Yeah. Don't nothing else compare to that, bro. You ever help somebody out, gave somebody a plate? You ever changed somebody's clothes? You ever did anything for somebody good? You know what I mean? That's well worth its weight in doing things. As far as accomplishment, who gives a damn about I got a bachelor's degree, this and that? Work. That's what's up. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, who is that help? I got hundreds of millions of dollars. That's what's up. There's somebody out here who don't got a plate to eat. You know what I mean? All your hundreds of millions, you could help hundreds of millions of people. You see what I'm saying? And it wouldn't even affect you. You know what I mean? People who got 100,000, you can help a whole lot of people, and it wouldn't even affect you like that. 5 or 10,000, it might just a little dent, but bro, you can help out a whole lot. You see what I'm saying? Or do the money mean a lot to you? That much? This and that. If this and that. You see what I'm saying? If it's all about me, if I just got it, it ain't helping nobody, or it don't benefit nobody. You see what I'm saying? But who give a damn about what you got? Besides a person who care about this and that. That's how they measure themselves up to other people. You see what I'm saying? But as far as on having things, that's what I'm saying. You can have a lot of stuff. I can have a whole bunch of stuff. It's just gonna benefit me. It don't really matter. You don't care about what I got if it ain't really helping you, correct? Yes, no. You should say that's right. Word. I don't give a damn about what you got. If it ain't really benefiting nobody else around, you got forgotten. Here you go, a Mary's on. You got $10,000 pants on. That's what's up. You got a 2026 Benz. That's what's up, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't mad at you, but I don't give a damn if you got it. You still just a person to me. Word. I'm gonna look at you like you could be in a 2026 Benz and got 100 bands on you. I'm gonna look at you just like you're a nigga working that food line with $100 on you. You see, you ain't nothing but a person to me. Word. See what I'm saying? But the only thing that will make a person stand out is what they do. That's extraordinary. You know what I mean? That's where people's greatness stand out in. You know what I mean? Where a person, I might be inspired to, I want to be like that person. You know what I mean? Or one day if I'm able to, I like to be like that person. Not because of what he got, but because of what they do. Or if that makes sense. But having things and this and that don't mean that. You know what I mean? What time is it? It's still early. Well, probably not. Yeah. But I hope that helped somebody. And know, like, get to know who you are if you know who you are. You know what I mean? And young brother, young sister, and doing things, nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that really don't matter. You know what I mean? Like I say, what's priceless and what do matter is things that's the Lord. You know what I mean? And what's done for the Lord, you do that through people. Right? Because you don't see God, our Father, face to face. You might get a chance to. You might get a chance to. Right? Not face to face. Maybe some part, backside of something. You might do get a chance to see God, our Father, one time. Right? That's maybe. That don't happen too often. You might get a chance to see Lord Jesus sometime. That don't happen too often. But you do see God our Father through the people. And you do see Lord Jesus Christ, brothers and sisters, through the people. Word. You see what I'm saying? That's how you do things for the Lord, through the people. Word. You hear me? That's what you see when you look to your left and to your right. If ain't no one beside you right now, you get the picture. You see mankind. Alright. Mankind is the kind of the original man. Mankind is a kind of the original man. The original man himself is God our Father. You hear me? Why? You're more than a man. But why? If we understood what man is, to some degree, we don't really understand man. The simple fact we can talk, think, and do things, this and that. The animals can't do these things to some degree. You know, even, you see what I'm saying? Word, if we really is made in His image, word, we resemble Him to some degree. Word, obviously, but He ain't just a man as far as flesh and blood. Nah, He much more than a man, but He is a man. But much more than a man. He the original man. Original man is beyond flesh and blood. You see what I'm saying? Word. It's hard to explain that one to you. If I could explain like I want to explain to you, it it damn near will hurt you. The simple fact, to understand what I understand. I can't go too much beyond it because it hurt my head. But there's like knowing like space up out there, but you don't know where the end at. But you know it's a point. But the thing where the point that hurt your head, but you know it's the ending point. It'll keep on going somewhere. Where don't know, but you know it is. Where, you know what I mean? But you can't fathom that. It's beyond your figuring out. It's beyond my figuring out. But the simple fact to know is all I need to know. Where. If that makes sense to you. There's even a verse in the book that say it ain't good to search out matters too deep. Some stuff too deep for you to figure out. The simple fact that he give you an answer. He give you an answer to let you know you made in His image. You're mankind, kind of man. Alright, word. What is man? You know you word this or that. He give you an answer to. Well, you can't really figure it out all the way though. But you got an answer. I think that's really cool. Isn't it? But let me get off here because I'm going to keep on rambling and talking. Y'all be blessed, man. Enjoy y'all night. I'll see y'all again, hopefully. Amen. Y'all be blessed.